It is. Well, I don't know what it's like in Europe, but in the U.S., it's very esoteric. It's never in the mainstream of the religion. And for my master's degree in healing, because I was already involved with this group at that point, I decided to do a study on Christian ministers. There were always men, of course, who were healers. And so I picked 50 and I followed them around the US. I would make sure I saw them in more than one setting so I could give them a fair chance in case they were very tired or something. And I would, using a lot of intuition and a lot of experience at this point, I would evaluate them. How legitimate was their work? Were they actually accomplishing anything? And were they getting hurt? Because what I found out watching these faith-based healers is they don't know any of the self-protection techniques. But when I worked with the chakra-based teachers, they knew a lot of technique, but they weren't as connected as the spiritually based people. It was very interesting. The other thing, Hannah, is you can never reference them one to the other. They are offended by the opposite camp. They treat it like the enemy. Always very careful never to describe one group to the other because they would each call the other, names.
Isn't that interesting? How you would think that somebody has these abilities, they would also, on a personal level, and a consciousness level, would evolve, but it doesn't necessarily is connected, right? Because actually, I think you know that I worked a lot with aura cameras and these systems that measure your auras, and when we tested, I had a lot of people that just normal people and had this amazing ability to see auras, to work with energy, and so it's you never know who has that.
Right. Well, we all do. That's the interesting thing. When I teach students, the first thing I tell them is you have these talents. It's built into your cellular memory. As a human species, it hasn't been that many years, a couple thousand perhaps, when we communicated telepathically. Today, you might know when a member of your family is sick because you sense it before they tell you. You may know that someone's going to telephone you before the phone rings. So we all have these natural abilities. We've just quashed them. One of my jobs is to open people to them again, bring them
Yeah.
to life because they're in you.